Right, and welcome back to the finale of Quest 64, the Windfire Challenge Run. Last episode we made it through Boil Hole, took out Fargo, collected our Fire Ruby, and we are officially ready to do the last dungeon. And I know at the end of last episode I said we were going to try and tackle it with our current stats, but we are not quite ready yet. There's still a few things that need to be done. As far as our stats are concerned, so I'm just going to continue. I'm going to loot what I can here in Brannoch. I know one of these houses has treasures in it. I can never remember which one. And then we're just going to head off and we're going to do a little bit more training. We have 62 defense and 226 hit points. My goal is to get that hit point value to 250 and the defense to at least 70. So I want to get the defense and health up just a bit more before I actually take on the, Okay, which house is it? I know there's a house that has treasures here. But before I take on the next bosses. It's not so much that, well, I'll elaborate. We're going to be fighting 3 bosses. That's, we're going to be fighting Guilty, King Beegis, and then the final boss, who I'll leave unnamed for the moment. Beegis is fairly easy, but it's the boss before him, Guilty, that we're going to encounter midway through the castle. I don't want to go up against him with low stats, just because he is the only boss that has a neutral elemental affinity. So what that means is my attacks, I'm not going to have an attack that will do super effective damage. I'm basically going to be doing chip damage to him throughout the whole fight, and without a healing spell to my name, or the cheesy magic barrier earth spell, he'll be able to outlast me. Although I probably could burn through some healing items, but that's besides the point. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna warp back to Normoon, because I forgot to pick up a pair of blue wings because I didn't think I'd be going back. But I'm gonna warp to Normoon, walk to Larapool, pick up some blue wings just in case I need to warp around again, and go back and do some training in Cull Hazard, and get my health and defense up a little bit more, and then we'll be off to the final dungeon. So go ahead and cue the next training montage. And training done. Boosted our defense to 71. Health is not as high as I would like it, but I have to remember that I had a slightly easier time than I thought because of all the item hoarding I did in my last playthrough. So matching my stats exactly at 252 and like 75 defense, I can probably do with 4 less defense and like 12 less health. So with that being said, let's head forth and let's tackle the end of the game. Hopefully not die in the process. I did pick up a fresh bread during my training, so I do have that. Let's see, I have 1 spirit light, 2 spirit lights. I have 2 spirit lights, and I kind of want to save those for a particular boss. The reason I want my health and defense up so high is because then, like I said before, it's not the last boss that I'm afraid of. It's the second to last and third to last that I fear. Let's see how I fare against these guys. And 14 damage, that's pretty typical. I should just be able to do a normal Vamp's Touch on these guys. Store 30. Diagonally. 6 health restored. And let's load him down. As long as the knights spawn in at a distance, I should be able to engage every single encounter. They're worth a lot of experience if I'm not mistaken. There are other mobs that can spawn here, like this Discount Nightmare and this Ogre. And I do not want to hang around and deal with them. I think he can reach me. Oh no, he can reach me. It's okay. I don't have to worry about healing, because I can heal off the knights inside. So this is Brannoch, or Brannoch, however you want to say it. But Brannoch Castle is the second to last dungeon and directly connects to the last dungeon itself. So our goal is to basically conquer Brannoch Castle, the 2 bosses within, Guilty and Beegis, and then head directly into the final dungeon, which should only take about like 5 minutes, and then kill off the final boss of the game. How are my levels looking? 34 on fire. Okay, I am actually slightly weaker than I was coming into this in my last playthrough. So let's see. This next upcoming... Oh yeah, well I forget there are spirits and there's items inside the castle, so I can be a little liberal with... Oh, I'm going to throw my healing items around here, because I've got 5 healing potions. Everything at the ready now. 5 healing potions and 2 spirit lights, so I can recover what? If I have 5 healing potions, that's what, 500, 750 plus, let's just say 250 twice. So 1200, 1250 HP. I can go through. Alright, and this is Brannoch Castle. This dungeon is super linear, it's just a whole bunch of hallways, and the only thing that can spawn in here are the knights. So I'm going to see if I can cast my Wind Cutter off in this direction, in hopes that they'll all kind of exclusively target the Red Knight, but it didn't really work out. So he's just going to inch closer, but he'll just keep casting Agility. Like, as long as you maintain your distance, they'll just cast their buffs on themselves. They won't really pay you any mind. So the White Knight uses defense. Push the raid closer, but I should still be able to defeat them before they become a problem. Because Wind Cutter lets me keep Wind Cutter just lets me keep as much distance as I want. while dishing out the hurt. Another white and red knight again. And actually, I wonder... Stand right here. Deal 70 damage to that one. I don't know their typing, honestly. They both take about the same damage from wind, so they're not. So, no, I don't want to escape. I'm just gonna keep hailing them with wind arrows. Besides, I could use the casting to get my MP back, to get my MP up, because I'm gonna want. I'm gonna want at least about 41 to 42 MP for Beegis, because I can kind of use that as a gauge to know how much damage I've done. I'd have to say overall, throughout this entire run, the total time I've spent grinding, probably just over an hour, because if I'm not mistaken, I did a grinding session before the Holy Plains, and that was maybe about 15 minutes. A grinding session before Coal Hazard, which was probably about 10 minutes. Grinding session before Zels, which is probably about another 15 minutes. Wow, that agility though. A grinding sesh. Actually, I didn't do a grinding session before Blue Cave or Nepti. Yeah, the only other grinding session I did was before this and in Dindum Dries, if I'm not mistaken. So as far as grinding goes, yeah, I haven't spent that much time grinding. 6. Potion for all your MP recovery needs. There should be a spirit in the back corner of this room. And it just loops back around on itself back to the door. I've tried to collect every spirit this run so far, and hopefully I didn't miss one. I know back in the second episode, or the third episode, there was a spirit that I, quote, missed in Connor Woods, but I assure you I did go back and collect it. Or, not necessarily went back and collect it, but I did collect it during my training montage. Which, I might as well snip it in here, or... yeah, actually I'll snip it in right here while we're just kind of running through this room. But yeah, that spirit got collected, it wasn't missed. So assuming I didn't screw up anywhere else, I should have currently 97 out of 98 spirits, soon to collect the 98th one. I'm gonna buff your defense. I'm gonna buff my attack. And I'm gonna get Vamp Touch going. They're on elevated ground, it's gonna make them a little harder to hit, but it's a little bit of diagonal walking. Kind of want to get my health up to full for this upcoming battle because it's gonna be a tough one. It's like I said before, this first boss I'm gonna encounter, he has no elemental affinity, and he has a pretty good chance of killing me, especially if he gets close. That's precisely why I kind of want to avoid the Red Rose Knights, because that large cutter hurts. And I'm pretty sure around this corner is the boss that I'm heading towards. Not there yet. Still got to keep heading up the castle. Rose Knights. God damn it. Right, can I get some White Rose Knights, please? I could really go for some of them right now. A double staircase. So that door being that design, that's how you know that it's the boss room. So I'm gonna hang around down here real quick. I just want to see if I can get into an encounter with some white and red rose knights, and I kind of want to get my self going here and get some health coming back to me, because Lord knows I need the health right now. Right. As long as I don't miss. God damn it. The fact that he's on elevated ground makes this a little bit trickier to dodge. Kind of need to be on even ground with him. So now I can do it. Still homes in on me pretty good. Alright, I need an exclusive white knight spawn. I know you're all agility up over there, but if you could just like die, that would be great. Of course it's gonna miss, because why wouldn't it? But luckily I'm angled pretty decently. And he's gonna come up and he's gonna large cutter me. Alright, he's dead. Okay. Now I'm most part free if this camera will behave. There we go. What a time to miss. It's 50 health back. 223 of 244. Okay, so one more encounter and hopefully I can heal myself. That is not the encounter I was looking for. But you know what? Screw it. My health, that's probably as high as my health is gonna get. 71 defense, 244 health. Let me take a I'll burn one of these dewdrops to shine off the last bit of my health. Sorry, my MP. That's one healing potion. 2 healing potions, 3 potions, 4 potions, 5 potions, a full heal. A second full heal, and a bread. Okay, so I got 5 potions, a bread, and 2 full heals. I want to say that's good. I want to say that's enough. Alright, so this is Guilty. This is the boss that has no elemental resistance whatsoever. And he does have a move that will cleanse me of positive status effects, so I can't do my combo to him. But my goal is just to kind of run around the room and just pelt him. Hopefully my agility will stick. Go for, okay, good. He's just gonna stand there. Alright, agility is coming in handy here. So far, looking good, looking good. So far, nothing's missed. That's good, that's good. Oh, you're getting too close for comfort. You need to back up. You're way too close. What I'm really afraid of is his melee move. I might get wind walk going just so I can get distance. Because I need some distance on him. He is way too close for me to be comfortable. As long as I can stay out of his range. He can only hit me with this. He wastes no time closing that gap, though. I'm thinking I want to heal this next turn, because if he does hit me with that melee attack, I'm dead. So let's burn one healing potion, which we should get another healing potion back. We'll burn the fresh bread too. The honey bread, sorry. Just to get our health topped back off. And oh, what a chance for Windwalk to miss. Alright. You know, screw it. I'm just gonna go for the damage. As I keep kiting him, he's just getting way too close for comfort. I don't like the idea of MP going to waste. Where's my hero? Where's a hero's drink? There we go. Alright, please don't. Please don't. Okay, good. Because that melee attack of his, if he hits me with it, it's gonna deal about 50 damage. And getting hit by that is not pretty no matter which way you look at it. I'm getting some distance on him now, which is good. And he just took it all away. This needs to get the kill. If he decides to come up and punch me, he will kill me. But if he hits me with the melee attack, which I'm risking it. I'm risking it. Ooh, for a second there when it faded out, I thought I was gonna get nailed. Like when it put the camera inside the door, I'm like, shit, I can't see what he's doing. He needs to die already. Alright, we got a miss. Some more wind cutters. He should die before I get forced to heal again. Especially if we get some misses in there. Okay, I can take about 2 more hits before I need to heal again. Alright, 1 more hit. Please die. He's coming in close. He's probably 1 more wind cutter away from dying, too. That's the funny part. No, he's still going strong. Damn. I do not remember it taking me this long to kill him before. Die already. What? Fuck it. Mint leaves. That should be enough. Like, this fight should not have gone on this long. I should not have had to burn through as many healing items as I have so far. If he punches, it'll kill, and he may just punch. So I don't want to risk it. It missed anyway, okay. There we go. Alright, let's take an inventory count, because I think we burned through 3 healing potions. So we have a full heal, a full heal, must have burned through 4 healing potions during that. But you know what, that's okay. We're gonna get one back. Up ahead. Yeah, we're gonna get one back up ahead. We're gonna get another spirit light. So we're sitting okay still. We are a-okay. Line this up. 75. Hey, I got a honey bread back. Sweet. Alright. Keep pressing forward. Not gonna engage the red rose though. Okay. So we're back in this room. On each side there should be a chest. I think one contains a replica, the other is going to contain a hero's potion. No, I'm sorry, hero's drink, and then the other side should have a what you call it? Potion. Okay, so I got one healing potion back. And then there's going to be a supply room up ahead. Pretty sure I just got turned around. Let's see. Yeah, I got turned around, I think. Okay, yeah, we're heading up again. Whoops. Don't care a single bit about those. Only gonna fight white rose. No red rose, no red rose. Alright, there's our save point up ahead. Seriously, red roses, fuck off. These back. Alright, so out of the 97 spirits I collected, okay, that's a full heal. It's a silver amulet for defense boost. Another healing potion. So this should be spirit 98, so I should have collected all spirits on this journey. Sellen's Bell. Dragon's Potion for full MP. Alright, and if I talk to you, I'm gonna rest. Alright. And we are officially in the home stretch now. Because up ahead, we're gonna encounter, well, who we've been looking for throughout this entire quest, which is Brian's dad, and Brian is the little guy we're playing as. I swear if you large cutter me. Okay, so once you go through this door, there is no turning back. It's a one-way door. So I'll just I hope that you saved if you did this. So you get a golden amulet there. Another full heal, so we are sitting pretty on the full heals. Just like an overview of what Sultan looks like. Talk here, she'll basically like tell you, and this is your dad that you found. You can talk to him, but we're gonna press forward. There should be no knights in this particular corridor. This should just be a straight shot without enemies. And we're heading straight to the next boss, King Beegis. So, Beegis has an elemental affinity. If I'm not mistaken, he is a fire type. So we're just gonna spam wind at him. And we only really need one full heal for the final boss of the game. So all my potions and everything that I picked up so far, I swear, if you walk up and wind cut him, I'm gonna be pissed. So all of our potions that we built up so far, we can start kind of expending them here. So this is Beegis. He hits really goddamn hard, especially with the green beam thing. And he has a move where he charges up his sword, and that will dispel positive effects. But we're just gonna stand here, and we're just gonna pelt him with Sharp Wind. He's gonna hit us for 60 damage with that. That hurts like a bitch. Alright, Beegis, if you could please take a step forward. Thank you. And use your sword move, since that deals less damage. And allow me to keep hitting you with wind spells. It's a lucky miss. I don't think it can kill me, but I don't want to risk it. Like, I really don't want to risk the death there, just in case he decides to do the beam and it hits me for more than I anticipate. So that does 50, okay, so it does mid-50s, okay, so I should be able to take another hit no matter what he does. Alright. So we're gonna consume one Spirit Light. Just gonna heal ourselves to full. And continue throwing Sharp Wind. Well, he just continues to throw a fit because he can't seem to get a kill on a little kid. Okay, we are within kill range, so we're gonna pop a healing potion. And it missed. Awesome. More Sharp Wind. Full MP recovery. Again, we are within kill range. Pop a healing potion. Missed. He should be close to dead. And there it was. Alright. Second to last boss is dead. Bye-bye, Beegis. Now, we press on to the end. Music has stopped. Just the sound of Brian's footsteps. Up here we find Shannon again. It turns out Shannon was the one who stole the book all this time and has been the one um, kind of orchestrating the whole events in order to resurrect her master. She just gave us the Elatail book, so I mean, I've got the book, but I have to go defeat the evil that's trying to come into the world now. So this is a portal to the World of Mammon, the final world in the game. And I am actually close to leveling up, so I might want to pick, I may just want to pick one fight in World of Mammon, just so I can, what's the word I'm looking for? Get 41, because actually if I get 41, that will put me exactly, identically on level with where I was on my original playthrough. So this is the World of Mammon. And even though I played this game when I was a kid, I never got this far, and then when I was like 12 or 13 years old, I finally beat the game, and flash forward all these years, and my god, this world still just gives me the creeps. So 50-50-41, we're right back where we were. There's just something about the setting, the music, it's just... It's chilling. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually just realized something during my last playthrough, and now, just this is sending chills down my spine, and normally I have not been able to find anything that used to send chills down my spine do it again, because I really like those chills. But this is like something that I've experienced so rarely that it still has that effect of just kind of creeping me out and making me feel uneasy and giving me those chills. It's kind of weird. So we can't go in there, that's blocked off. Back out, I'm gonna be in Lollipop Land. The mobs here are very deadly, especially these, the pinheads. He's about to eat up like 90 health in one go. And those guys are exactly why I saved every replica I've ever gotten up till now. Okay, this room I kind of want to just make a straight shot and just kind of hug this. If I get caught out, like, I think he's just gonna throw a rock at me. That hurts big time. How many replicas do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 replicas. Start burning them. Just because I don't want to deal with any unnecessary encounters. These guys, though, I can take them because they just have a melee move that hits for 21 damage. So I should just be able to vamp touch these guys down without any issue. Staff going again to really get the health flowing back. Vampire's Touch, you are sticking around for me this time. How much XP were those worth? About 23%. So yeah, not really worth grinding considering what level I'm at. So we can go up there, but we just need to go back out. Back here, it may look like the same, but it's a different setup. We just need to make it to that door over there. These guys are really easy to run from because they just silence you, or they just try to. So I don't really have to worry at all about them. Again, it's the pinhead mobs that I'm really concerned about. Pinheads can be dealt with. If they're melee, because they have melee hits that don't hit for that much, but they do have that fireball level 3 that will just shred your health. Okay, this room. Alright, so I might start using some items. Let's see. Prevents enemy spell. Gonna do over there? Not attack is what you're gonna do. Oh shit, I forgot they can do that. So yeah, this is kind of where we're gonna start burning up all our items that we've collected and held on to, because these mobs, ooh, they are terrifying. We're close enough to the edge that he might hit us with the rock shower. Okay, we're not really within kill range, but we can be hurt. So we're gonna go down here, through here, this out here. Some of the doors, if you like, when I entered the ship right there, if I'm not mistaken, chill down my back again. But if I'm not mistaken, like when I entered that ship, when I went down to the lower floor and then exited through that other door, you could double back on yourself through that top door, and it would reset you earlier back in this. Because this is kind of like a bizarre limbo maze where you kind of have to figure out which doors to go through. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I just remember as a kid that it would take me forever to get through here, and eventually once I found a path that got me to the end, I've just stuck with that since, and that's what I'm taking right now. Like, this door should drop me off, this door actually should drop me off in Mill Road. Okay, no, it drops me off at Apana. This is the very last place where someone may come to your aid. From this point, I will rest. I will save here. This is the last save point for when I exit this. I can go back in there, and if I'm not mistaken, all these other doors are active, but you don't want to go through them. Up. The monastery, because technically that's where this is all starting. Happening from. We're back here in this room again. We have 2 replicas to burn if we do get into a fight, and we can always honey bread our way back to full health. So far, no encounters though. I'm alright with this. Oh boy. Please stay away from me. Replica! Should bring us here. This is pretty much the end. The portal to the final boss is Shannon. So I'm gonna chomp down that honey bread. Which, where's it at, or did I eat it already? Just ate already. Should have a healing potion I can burn though. Just refill my top my health off. So I'm actually going to come back here and turn the game's BGM up to max. Because the final boss theme is actually something I really enjoy. I actually do like it, so I kind of want to crank it up. So we're going to talk to her, and she's going to give us, apparently, I think it's another artifact. So 72 defense, 296 HP, 41 MP, and 52 agility is what we are facing the last boss with. And you can kind of see his tail floating over there in the distance. So what she gave us was the Dark Goal Key, which apparently, if you have the book and all 4 gems, the key will work and allow you to come here to fight the final boss, or at least to get here. So this big hulking purple guy is Mammon. He is the game's final boss. So he has 3 moves. He has... I'm going to explain the fight beforehand, because I'm actually not going to talk at all during this last fight. So he has 3 moves, like I said. He has one where he'll raise his hands above his head and cast a bright greenish white light. This attack will hit me for about... should hit me for about 40, and it will dispel any effects. He has a firewall move where he throws 3 firewalls away from him, and those will deal 60 damage on average, but I should be able to avoid those if I'm spaced properly. And his last attack is where he throws a volley of fireballs at you. And as long as I'm not within melee distance of him, I should be able to dodge that attack. At least I'm going to try to. But since he has an attack that can dispel positive status effects, but he won't spam it when I'm in melee range, he'll actually cycle through his attacks. My Vamp Staff combo is going to do very well here. And I should do about 200 damage per hit, so it should only take about 10 hits, since he only has 2,000 hit points. So with that being said, I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy the finale fight. Needless to say, I'm glad that I had my mic muted throughout the battle and for the moments after. Not only was I incorrect about his HP, it's 2300 not 2000, but I took my prior experience with the Windfire challenge and went in overconfident. I can only guess that in my first run of this challenge, Mammon's AI must have rolled extremely well in my favor. So my hubris blinded me to the possibility that maybe I had just been lucky my first time through. Mammon spamming all of his dispelling aura and constant whiffs on staff attacks. Definitely not what you'd call a clean fight. I, of course, didn't take the hint that maybe his AI was on a bad roll and accept an earlier death. Nope, I proceeded to be stubborn and burn all my healing items too. Now, normally this wouldn't be an issue. Just reset and reload my save, right? Well, I was so dumbfounded with what had just happened that I actually went ahead and did this. Yep, I just saved without thinking. For those that don't know what that means, I've pretty much just trapped myself into fighting Mammon over and over without healing items until RNG finally falls in my favor again. Needless to say, this was not the finish I was looking for. I actually ended up dying 10 more times before I finally got lucky. At least this makes for an ironic and eventful ending. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. Come on, dude. I just need 2 more hits. I need hits 9 and 10. Come on, let me have them. Nine. Missed me. If this hits, this should be it. 10. I thought he's supposed to have 2,000 hit points. But screw it, I'm just gonna go for it. 11? There it is! Finally! No healing items, pure vamp touch. Oh my god, that took longer than expected. But he's finally dead. The Windfire challenge is completed. I got shat on big time, but goddamn. Feels good to do it again. So, thanks for sticking with me all the way through if you did. Thanks for the views. Well, I don't really care too much about views, but thanks for sticking with me if you did, like I said. And I won't blame you for laughing at me for my huge blunder at the end in terms of saving after I got my ass kicked the first time and forcing myself into a perpetual state where I kept throwing myself at him just until the RNG happened correctly. So, thanks for staying, thanks for watching, and that's the end of the game. It's the end of the series. A 64 Windfire challenge completed.